Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Guendouzi makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, the one thing we're guaranteed to get from this fella is a hard day's work. His fitness is second to none. He has a very good record of avoiding injury, and he can really come to the fore towards the end of a match because his stamina just seems to outdo most others. He's a very, very strong lad.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. So that's got things underway. Now it's Politano. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Zanetti wins the duel this time. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good-looking delivery. Sommer claims it safe hands. Now it's Kostic. Shot could be on. He's having a go. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, even for him, that may have been a touch ambitious.
Oh, can he get onto this? That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Del Piero has got himself a free kick. He's played it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
And that could set him on his way. And he welcomes it in, delivered with swing. Now this big chance! Shevchenko gets it away. Engages and forces him off the ball. Passing is crisp and sharp. So it is still 0-0. And he's forced to go back.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Nicely spread. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Shevchenko. Politano.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning.
And that is expertly dealt with. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. He's found a way through. It's a promising position. Backward it goes. Barella gets good distance on it. Opts for safety. Knocks it into space. Politano does really well to win the ball there. Del Piero. Ball's played through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Kostic. Oh, super ball! Del Piero unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Guendouzi. Well, they can break here. Kostic. Del goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Out towards the flank. In it comes. He's got tall.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Climbs up big. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Now the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
OK, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Milan, the happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up. And the second half gets underway.
Milan definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
It's a loose ball. Tomori did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's really well cleared.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
That pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Inzaghi. Pass is just off target. Still just a single goal between the sides. Spread it left. Gomez. And it's lofted. Gets his head on it! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Aims beyond the defence. Thinks about the shot. Real chance! He's got away with one there. And it's been taken short. Now it's Papu Gomez. That has been knocked clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Looking to go deep. He's there to get rid. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Does well to stand firm and defend it. Quality ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
And now the breakaway. Done delicately. He's in plenty of space here. There's no flag. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's fabulous. Played into the box. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Akanji. Politano. And that is out of play. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So time for a potential game changer.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
Akanji. Barella. Turns and goes back.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Flashes it across.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Del Piero. Over to the left.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is as far as it goes. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Del Piero taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
And there's a lot more to read into this game than just the scoreline.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The information we've been given is that they're going to go with a 3-5-2.
Well, the beauty of this system, Peter, is that you can offer both a back five and a front two, having sufficient strength at either end of the team where you need it. Equally, the wing-backs can supplement the numbers in midfield to make it a five, so I think it affords managers the ultimate flexibility. And I think if I were really pushed on what I'd like most, this would be the system.
Well, we're on the way.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Cannavaro. Fiore. And that's been won straight back. Bastoni. And he's gone long. Fiore. No, not quite on the same wavelength. It is a corner. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right. And the pass is intercepted. Ribéry. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Del Piero. Played out to the left flank. Could move up a gear here. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Strong running down that left flank. Played towards the other side. Great vision. And it's played in. He gets big. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Fiore! Oh, special! That is a special goal! About as smooth as it gets! And Milan have the lead! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well, the ball's gone astray. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He's looking wide. Nice bit of trickery. Fires it in low. Costa Curta with the clearance.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And that could set him on his way. And this is Del Piero. Lovely bit of skill.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Ribery. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No, he's just misjudged that one. And now they can clear their lines. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Engages and forces him off the ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Martinez. Spread it left. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. That's a good run down the left. He's in a great position here. Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
That's really well manoeuvred. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for. And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
And it's Del Piero. Now it's Del Piero. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, important interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Good ball, good take. Tries a measured ball. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Played out towards the right wing. He's chosen to go back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
And it's hoisted clear. And they've got a throw. He is just caressing the ball. Hassa. And it's made its way to him. Can he finish? They've done it! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That was a given. It always was.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out. Milan really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Out towards the flank. Has crossed into the big header! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Now that is commitment to the cause. Tries to get it clear. There's the shot! And the ball's come loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance here to counter.
Milan may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Oh, it's come off the upright. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
And here's Barella. Gets a good foot in there. Out again for a throw-in. Some good work on the right flank here.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Played into space. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. Takes aim and crosses. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. He rises! He's scored! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Oh, what a fabulous game this is. It just keeps getting better and better.
Gol per il Milan. Ha segnato all'81esimo
Great
minuto.
corner, and he did the rest.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Costa Curta. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
He's played it back. It's a searching pass. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
It's a good run down the right. McTominay.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Politano. Now it's Del Piero. It's run loose here. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gently done. Hassa. Nicely spread. That's a super give and go. Oh, he's burst through. And time is up. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Milan may have approached this game as a probable win, Peter, and didn't address the basics properly that may have achieved it.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening.
La radiocronaca dell'incontro è trasmessa sulle frequenze della radio ufficiale del club.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, Filippo Inzaghi may not have the swashbuckling panache of some of his contemporaries, but his goal-scoring record, Jim, speaks for itself.
There's something that's just so wonderfully simple about his game. The run he makes, his ability to draw the ball towards him inside the box, his approach will remain the same. After all, he only needs to get it right once.
And we're underway. Now it's Tura. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, what a climb! Gets good distance on it. Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Filippo Inzaghi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
He gets big! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Just off target. He's in a great position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Politano clipped into space. Chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Played out to the left flank. Lovely feet. Politano. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. They've played it short. Good ball, good take. And it's made its chance! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Barella. Dink through, and the shot's on here. And he's having a shot! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Milan have broken through, it's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Delivers with whip. Cleared away.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Engages and forces him off the ball. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. It's a searching pass. It's a good-looking delivery. Sommer deals with that nice and simple. Del Piero. In with the challenge. Spread it left. Gets into some space. Barella. Now that looks a decent ball. That is a great pick out. Turan. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Tries to get it clear. And that is out of play. And here's Barella. Lovely bit of skill. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Deftly away. Gets a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Milan are 1-up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Akanji gets rid without sophistication. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Tries to cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Distributed tidily. He is through here. In by Del. Terrific header. They've scored! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Thuram. Oh, they could break here. Spread out to the left. And he's picked it up out wide. And he plays one through. Thuram! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A thrilling end to the half there, one that very nearly changed the complexion of this game completely. So your views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Milan ahead 2-0, and they are looking good. Here we go again then. Aimed beyond the defence. Pings in across. He's got tall. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Guendouzi played into space. And here's Thuram. Caught offside that time. Spread neatly. Oh, nice touch. And he welcomes it in. Guendouzi defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Inzaghi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Opts for safety. Cross flung in towards the middle.
Was that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Politano. Politano with the cross. And the shot! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. And here's Thuram. Looking to play him in. And that's aimed into the middle. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And that's a throw-in. Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Shevchenko to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of, go make a nuisance of yourself.
That's very neat. This looks promising. And it's played in. Climbs up big! Oh, taken with style! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Ha segnato al 70° minuto, numero 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Milan are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much...
Off he goes! And it's in! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
So there's going to be another change here.
Cambio di giocatori.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Knocks it into space. Guendouzi. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they've set out to man-mark him now, but this is an embarrassing example of too little too...
Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Tries to play it through. And he's there to belt it away. So here comes a substitution. Martinez coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 4, il numero 7, Javier Zanetti.
Picked out brilliantly. A real chance! And he hits the net. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Just 5 minutes left. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's quick to get it clear again. Can he get on the end of this? Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And he's forced to go back. Deftly out wide. Too long, and over the line. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Del Piero.
Il numero 5, il numero 25.
We are into overtime. Now it's Inzaghi. Oh, that's delightful. Works it forward. Danger averted for now. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Milan pulled through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Filippo Inzaghi, very much the hat-trick hero. What an extraordinary game he had. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, this was a result that reflected the difference in team strengths. I mean, you felt that all they had to do was release their power and they were going to steamroll their opposition, which pretty much happened.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So, Jim, this feels like a lineup designed to counter threats out wide, is that it?
Yeah, you will in theory have the numerical advantage, Peter, on the wings. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge for the opposition to try to get past you. On the other hand, you're essentially inviting your opponents up the field. It's going to be a fine balancing act between letting your opponents have the ball and looking for opportunities to counter. But it can work really well.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. He's having a shot! Decent enough try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Can he get on the end of this? Well, played right into his path. Chance to shoot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
It's a pretty loose pass. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Oh, great feet, that.
And this is Ribéry. Ribéry crosses it in. And here's Ronaldinho. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Over to the left. Looking for options for movement. Gets into some space. Tries to play it through. Lovely bit of skill. He's in a great position here. Oh, well played, well played. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. And here's Ribéry. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Inzaghi. Now this could be a chance. Zé Pedro. Mina. Luperto. Gaetano. Just eases him off the ball. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Shevchenko gets into a good position. "30 minutes gone." Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mina. Luperto. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Inzaghi. Ronaldinho. He's shifted it to the flank. Now that looks a decent ball. Tries a shot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort. Barella. And here's Shevchenko. Shevchenko. Chance for a shot! Goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Numero 20.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Threads one in. Oh, that's nice. And he's had a shot! Guendouzi.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's found support out wide. He's got away. Shevchenko! Sticks it away! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. There's the whistle for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Milan sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And it's Ronaldinho. Pinches it off him. Gaetano. Not the most accurate pass. Ribery. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Forward it goes. Fiore. And that's another good win of the ball. Fiore and Bastoni. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Gets a good foot in there. Ronaldinho. Filippo Inzaghi. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
And Shevchenko!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 29.830 spettatori.
Kilitshoy. Great defending, strong and determined. Fiore. And it's Ronaldinho. Played into space. And it's hoisted clear. He's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Gaetano.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Costa Corta. Now Fiore. Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ribery has created one goal already.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mina. Zé Pedro tries to pass it through. That's a promising position. Cross to the back post. Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Il numero 90. Il numero 20.
Climbs up big! Oh, off the bar! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, he certainly reacted quicker than anyone else, Peter. He just couldn't keep his composure in the end.
Bastoni gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Folorunsho. Guendouzi does really well to win the ball there. Quality ball. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Pings it across. Here comes the corner. Surely now! Oh, good-looking ball. Milan have the chance to go the other way. He can run onto that. He has found the way through. And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, he takes home the match ball. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Belotti getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Back towards the middle. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
No, that's been intercepted. Nicely aimed pass. Can he get it through? Belotti! And it's been taken short. Ball driven towards the far post. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. 4 extra minutes added on. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that's that. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Shevchenko, hat-trick scorer, massive game from him today. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.